afternoon. Salam alaikum. My name is Thomas Verghese. I'm an investor based out of Silicon Valley, and I've been building companies for the last 2 decades or so. Even though I'm based out of Silicon Valley, I've never invested in cryptocurrencies because being in the backyard, I knew what the problems were. And if you notice this graph, it will tell you the problems. In fact, if you had invested $1,000 in XRP, probably it'll be $79 today. Take the same $1,000 and buy a bunch of beer, and over the 1-year time period, if you sell the cans left over, you'll make the same $79. Similarly, if you invest in gold, you see what's happening here in that market. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about what's the problem in cryptocurrency and gold investment. But for those who don't understand, who are still hyper about it, the hype factor is what drives the price. And of course, there are certain people who control in the back end what the price is, because there's no fundamentals in terms of what the currency is based out of. Secondly, there's no regulations. Now, if you put all of that in context, gold has a similar problem. If you look at the market demand-supply economics of gold and the price in the market, it's manipulated by Wall Street. And of course, there are certain companies who have a monopoly in that trade. Again, the investment is based on fear factor. So there are some advantages of crypto. If you look at the core advantages, which was what it was built for, you could still leverage that. I don't need to go to the details. Unfortunately, the fees and the settlement timeframes have changed. I hope it stays lower and faster. Same thing in terms of gold. There are some advantages in investing in gold. Being from Kerala in India, my mom still believes in investing in gold. But I married a Gujarati, so no gold came to my family. So if you take the advantages of crypto and gold, and you combine the two, you're able to produce a coin which, when attached to a token, is able to give you the transparency, the security, the trust compliance, the regulatory friendly and socially responsible product. Whereas as an investor, when you invest in a token which is secured by a real asset, you can predict how it's going to behave. To make it more interesting, what we have done is, instead of just behaving like how gold behaves steadily, the investors are now able to appreciate that investment in gold. So one token, when it was issued, will allow you to invest in a mine which we own in Sudan. So effectively, the investors, over time, the weight of gold attached to the token increases as the mine starts producing more and more gold. So the token is not tied to the price of gold. The token, as an investor, when they get the token, starts with 0.05 grams, and as that mine starts producing gold, the token weight increases over time, which effectively gives you an appreciation in an investment like gold. And the gold is safely secured in Dubai. So as an investor, you might want to decide to liquidate your tokens. You can actually get your tokens converted into gold in hand. Or you can convert that into fiat or any form of currency in crypto form if you still believe in that. Now, to do that, it's not an easy problem to solve. As an investor, I basically jump in and start building the company. So my father-in-law, coincidentally, was based out of Sudan. He's born Sudanese. So I ended up going to Sudan and trying to understand how do I disrupt that market. And I saw a clear path. And Silicon Valley is all about disruption, as you guys know. Typically, concessions in gold are owned by large corporations or state actors. The challenge with that is it comes with huge investment risk and also political risk. What we are doing is we don't want the concessions directly. We go to the Sudanese entrepreneur who owns these concessions. They don't have the money or the technology or the expertise. They sit on these concessions for years, and the government takes it back. We go and partner with them. They own 10%, 15% of that concession. We take management control, 100%. We fund the project and bring in the expertise. Expertise is not just traditional technologies. We have access to technologies which are state-of-the-art. For example, scanning technologies to reduce the cost of finding out where the gold is. Things like that. And secondly, mercury is being banned in the production of gold in the next few years. And we are working with some interesting technologies out of California and Arizona to bring that into this market. So the important thing is, outside of the concessions and the risk of finance, you have to also assume that if you don't help the community, is you're not going to be a friend of the business.
It's Thomas, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you are telling me, you are telling that, so crypto, you need regulation, and gold is real, but you know, in crypto, I don't have to trust anyone. It's a trustless system. Now I have to trust you when I buy this coin that you will really buy me the gold coin.
That's
in
the
crypto,
reason
I
why
don't have to do that.
This is the reason why this company is registered in Switzerland, not in an island of someplace in the Atlantic Ocean. The company is FINMA regulated. We have got compliance, and everything is transparent.
But that way, Lehman Brothers was registered in US, but they didn't have the money to back the thing they said they really had, you see?
Correct, but you're not reselling any products. You're actually an investor, as an investor in that mine. So you're physically a direct investment in a product, not a CDO or a product which has been packaged to make or cheat investment.
No, but gold is any which is a trusted commodity as of today also. So how would a crypto, I'm trying to understand, how would a crypto bring that trust? And gold is again being traded.
So as I said before, gold as an investment doesn't appreciate the way you would want to invest as an investor. So when you invest in our project, we are assigning a certain amount of weight to that token upfront. And as the project produces more and more gold, the weight of your token incrementally increases, which effectively gives you the appreciation which gold does not produce today.
So that means you're saying if I buy one token, it was 5 grams you gave me, let's say it's 5 grams, as you mine more, you're going to give me more gold?
Yes.
Then that means that is coming for free.
No, because you are an equal shareholder in that mine. So effectively...
So this is a token or an equity at this point?
Sorry?
So this is a token or an equity at this point? The investment that I gave you,
Yes.
is that token or is that equity?
Or a commodity.
It's a token which gives you access to the gold produced in that mine. So all token holders have distribution of that gold.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sudan Gold Coin.